Heyo, I'm back with another Don't Hug Me I'm Scared video, for no particular reason. Today I'm going to be talking about how Don't Hug Me I'm Scared perfectly subverts your expectations. Twice! For those who don't know, subversion is the common writing technique of letting the audience think they know what's going on before pranking them with the opposite. A dictionary example of subversion would be the ruthless subversion of democracy. Whatever that means. So how does Don't Hug Me I'm Scared subvert your expectations? Well, let's imagine for a moment that I had never watched the show before. I'm sad, I'm bored, and I don't have any subscribers, when suddenly I hear about a show called Don't Hug Me I'm Scared, and decide to watch the first episode. The opening shots establish the plush nature of the world before it shows us our main cast. 2 puppets and a red guy. Then the show immediately bursts into song.
What's your favorite idea? Mine is being creative.
And for a full minute and a half, everything is perfectly normal, when suddenly, Yellow Guy tries to be creative, and his painting gets ruined. Sure, that's suspicious, but let's move past it for now. For 40 more seconds, everything is fine, when suddenly the cast gets creative. The fourth wall shatters and everything devolves into chaos. Even knowing this was a horror show beforehand, the imagery here is pretty disturbing. Meat pies, glitter hearts, and out-of-tune violins that just make everything sound 1,000 times more unsettling. And then everything stops.
Now let's all agree to never be creative again.
Not only does the show suddenly become incredibly unsettling after almost 2 full minutes of singing, but it goes from 1 to 1,000 in a matter of moments. The sudden change of the characters, the D becoming death, Yellow Guy straight breakdancing, it all ramps up incredibly quickly. Now sure, episode 1 is obvious. You have no idea what to expect from a new show. So in episode 2, it's easy to see the clock is going to do something terrible to our main cast. What isn't expected, however, is when the episode starts, Red Guy says this.
What? Who is that?
Red Guy looks straight at the camera and asks what's going on. Not only that, but he later says this.
A time that's changing all the time, it's time to go to time.
But we don't really want to. We're going to miss our show.
This subverts the audience's expectations again by showing that the characters in the show don't want to be in the show. In the first episode, they seem pretty content to be completely insane, but suddenly our view is twisted. Now Red Guy doesn't want to listen to this random guy who popped off his wall. In the third episode, you know what's up. This butterfly is bad news. And in the fourth episode, they play off their own formula, panning to a globe as if it's about to come to life, only for the computer to suddenly take the spotlight. The consistent setting of expectations only to suddenly break them is one of the reasons the original series is so great, but the new season does something even more impressive with subversion. After watching the first season, you know what to expect from Don't Hug Me I'm Scared. Teachers torturing their students, terrible lessons, disturbing imagery, etc. And then you watch the first episode of the second season, which is only available for British people on Channel 4, so if you ask my VPN, I'm 100% in the UK, mon ami. Anyway, the first episode starts off with the opening song, and everything's fine! The 3 main cast are talking, they're making jokes, and suddenly, the teacher shows up. He breaks into song just like in the first season, and after a quick detour from good old unemployed Brendan,
My name is Brendan!
they're back to the job song. And then the teacher just leaves. And he doesn't come back until the very end of the episode. Then the episode proceeds to do stuff like this for 15 minutes.
No, I can't help you. I don't work here. Okay, fine. Bye!
I don't know these emotions. If you're going, can I have your lasagna? Get away from me, Duncan. Oh.
They make the show really funny. And the intense gore and scary bits are toned down to 3 tiny moments. Duncan's brain, the Carehound, and Yellow Guy's hand. But all of these end really quickly. You see, the original show was a horror comedy, but the new season subverts your expectations by being a comedy horror. But no, that doesn't make any sense. And I don't recall asking for your opinion, dear viewer. Simply put, Season 1 gets you used to seeing the invincible, horrifying teachers, and Season 2 flips that structure by having the main cast control the story rather than teachers. And the main cast is really funny.
And I found this guy in the road.
What? No, get him out. Get him out!
Oh.
I mean, in the original, if the guys did anything wrong, like existing, they are immediately punished in the worst possible way. But in Season 2, they can do stuff like this.
Because of the way you look?
The way
Yeah, all sort of lumpy and red raw.
I don't think that's... because you look like a bit of a bigger animal that fell off or was removed and then came to life. That's actually
It's more like an old person's finger.
Reminds me of an infection I had up my...
Or was it the voice?
So, the first season flips the typical formula of children's TV on its head, making it horrifying to watch. And then the second season flips the horror on its head and makes it hilarious to watch.
Well, hang on a minute. if I'm not mistaken, these pictures, they've all been framed.
Yes?
Nice. Framed pictures.
So that's how Don't Hug Me I'm Scared subverts your expectations. To close out the video, here's a few more examples. I mean, comedy's kind of based on subversion, so it's a funny. You have a funny.
Why can't I remember the password? Stupid brain, I know it's in there. Stupid.
Hey, come on. It's not your fault. You're just a
Yeah, you can't help it. You're just a...
Huh?
I guess we could share.
And every day's a new surprise.
When you're learning with us guys.
And we live in an actual nightmare! I mean, just look at me. Look how excited I'm getting. Alright?
Subscribe.